Hello, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome to our catalog launch party, and this is day 7.
Day 7.
Day 7.
Wow. Yeah.
And I'm Jenny Arabo, the VP of Coach Development.
And I'm Lynn Leusch, Training Manager. We also have today with us Laura.
Say hello, Laura.
Hi, everybody.
Caught off guard.
You should not have caught me off guard. I heard my name. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you again.
Well, today we're going to be creating a Get Well card.
No, we're not creating a Get Well card. We're getting ready to create a Get Whale card.
Yeah, that's what I said, a Get Well card.
No, it's a Get Whale card because we're going to be using our Get Whale ATS. And isn't that adorable? ATS stands for Artist Trading Stamp. So that's what we're going to be using today. So let's go ahead and start creating.
Let's do
All right?
it.
So first what I'm going to have you do, Jenny, if you don't mind,
Okay,
I'm going to have you do some stamping for us.
All right.
So we're going to use our Get Whale stamp using our clear pigment ink. So go ahead and ink that up really well and stamp it on to
Let's do it.
our Denim Days cardstock right there.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and stamp away.
All right, let me get it the right way here.
All right, good job. Push down. All right.
Whoa!
That's a little bit stickier than our other.
There we go.
All right, so we see that we have that inked up right there. You can see a little bit of it. What we're going to do next is we're going to use some of our white embossing powder. So I'm going to go ahead and have you pour some of that on there. And I've just placed a little piece of paper underneath here so that when we shake it off, we have everything right in there. So go ahead and lift that up and tap it off onto that sheet right there. There you go. Sometimes just giving it a little bit of an extra flick like this makes it all the way come off. And then what we're going to do is as crafters, we like to save everything. So we're going to just put that back into the container, set that aside. And then what we would do is we would take our heat gun and we would set that, right? Just like that. And through the magic, of course, television, we've created one right here. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to have you fussy cut that out using our little snips right there. But through the magic of time.
Oh, I really wanted to do it.
I know you really wanted to do it, but I've already created one right here for you, so we have that. So we're good. So we can go ahead and set that aside.
So cute.
Now we're going to go ahead, and one of our next elements we're going to use is using our journey ovals right here. And we're also going to be using our vellum paper and cutting out one of our ovals. And that's going to be one of our additional elements that we're going to use. So again, we can set that aside. Now, here's a fun technique I want to share with you. Okay? So we're going to use our embossing folder. And this embossing folder is entitled Layered Scallops. Okay? So let's kind of see if we can look at it. We'll be able to see it much better in just a little bit. But if you can look at that, how fun this one is. Can't see it real well, but wait until... There we go. Right? Okay. So what we're going to do, it doesn't matter for this particular technique, it does not matter which side we start this on. So I'm just going to open it up. And Jenny, I'm going to go ahead and have you spray and spray the...
Oh, sorry. I thought you wanted me to spray you.
I know. I probably didn't clarify that. Let's spritz the embossing folder.
Okay.
Okay.
Oops.
Next time I'll be more clear on what we're going to spritz.
All right.
All right. And then I'm going to have you take a little bit of our Cool Pull liquid color.
Okay.
And then just put a few drops, a variety of different places there. Just all over. And then I'm going to have you do it one more time. That looks good. And I'm going to have you use our Catalina Splash.
Okay.
And just kind of in those little empty areas there. Just a few little squirts here and there. Good job, good job. And guess what? I'm going to spritz this time. Because payback is, wait. I promise you I'll behave. Oops. You know, it does help to make sure the spritz.
She got me.
I really didn't mean to do that, but the spritz should probably go towards what you're working on. Okay. Now what we're gonna do? Go ahead and close that up.
Okay.
And now what we're going to do is we're actually going to use our brayer. And what we want to do is we want to mix those colors together.
Okay.
So go ahead and, yep, a couple times. Let's pick it up and back and forth.
Fun.
All right. So let's go ahead and I'll take that back away from you. You were enjoying that way too much.
It's fun.
I know, right? So we're going to open it up. And we've kind of mixed that up a little bit. And I'm going to take a piece of whipped cream cardstock and just lay that inside the embossing folder.
All right.
And then close it back up. You got it. Awesome. Then what we would do is we're going to push this through our die cut machine using the right sandwich and push it all the way through. And then let me share with you what we would create. Now, first of all, we'd probably clean up after ourselves because this, where we're using those colors. So let's go ahead and kind of clean up after ourselves, and I'll set that aside right there. And I'll show you what potentially
check this out.
We would create.
Oh,
look how pretty that is.
Gorgeous.
So I'm going to show it, see if the camera can capture all the details of those waves right there.
Okay,
and
we're
of course,
a little out of focus. Let's see. Oh, there we go.
There we go. There we go. So of course, the combination, wherever the colors are, they're going to emboss into the paper.
I love the
Isn't that
blue
pretty?
and green combo.
So then what I want to do next is I want to tear off just the top portion here. Now when you're tearing, just give a little tip here. When you're tearing, it's always best to kind of tear towards yourself, and you don't have to be gentle with it. What we want to do is we want to create a little bit of dimension.
I love that.
Right?
So fun.
And tearing it towards yourself allows you to have more of the edging rather than going away. It's just a fun little tip right there. Okay? So then what we're going to do is we're going to start putting our card together.
Oh,
so
nice.
I have here is our card base.
Okay.
Okay. So we've just folded our piece of cardstock in half. We'll set that aside. Then I have my first panel right here, and we're going to adhere this using our tape right there. We're going to adhere that directly there. So you go ahead and do that, and while you're adhering that down, I'm going to cut a piece of our, if I may reach over here, I'm sorry. I'm going to cut a piece of our journey twine, and awesome. And I'm going to loosely combine this together and loop it, just so I have a fun little looped effect right there, right? So we're going to take our oval.
Okay.
Now, when you're working with vellum, what you want to do is you want to make sure, because it's a clear piece, right, we want to make sure that we're always hiding the adhesive behind it, right? So we want to go ahead and adhere this. Let's go ahead and take a piece of our foam square. Let's take one of the large ones right there. All right, and let's go ahead and just kind of put it halfway there, halfway underneath right there. Go ahead. Yep, you got it. And I'm going to, there we go. See, I want some of it, if you can see, I want some of it sticking out because I'm going to actually use that in a bit. And this is actually going to adhere.
Oh, let's take
the back off. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put down our loop. Okay. And then what we're going to do is I want another foam square. Let's put that on the back of our whale.
Okay.
Let's take the back piece off.
Yes, let's do
right
that.
there, right? Now, right before I do that, what I want to do is I'm going to spritz this with beach ball silk, right? So, of course, we shake it up a little bit. And we'll just go ahead and your whale is in the ocean.
He's ready. He's ready to.
Just want a little bit more. All right, so there we go. Now let's go ahead and put our whale down on to our waves there, right over it. And of course we're going to cover where we put the adhesive for the vellum, and that helps it stay in place All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add a few of our sequins. And the sequins can be adhered by using our craft glue. And so you just take one of those and put them around. Then what we're going to do, and for time's sake, we would put some foam squares on the back of our panel right here. Adhere it. And would you like to show them our card, our finished product?
Let's show them.
All right, let's go ahead and set that one aside so that they can see
the finished card.
How pretty is this? So fun. Truly, get whales soon. Wouldn't that make you feel special and make you feel better just by receiving this card?
It's gorgeous.
Absolutely.
It's thoughtful, and it's just so
You know, it's just one of those stamp sets and sentiments that you're just going to want to have in your arsenal, right, for creating a get well card to make someone happy. And what a fun combination this is. So I hope you all are enjoying that particular project. And I was wondering, I love it, right? Yes. So Laura, I have a question. So yesterday, I understand that we had a trivia question, and I'm not sure what our responses were. So can you share with us?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
First of all, can you all hear me? We had a comment that my microphone was off. Somebody comment that they can hear me real quick.
Can you hear Laura?
Can you hear me?
If not, we can repeat for her. Are we getting any feedback?
No, there's no comment.
They're not hearing you? Oh, okay.
Let's wait a minute here.
So we're waiting for the responses to come in because sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. And so, are they hearing you?
I hope. Oh, yes. Susan says yes. Yay!
Yay! Thank you for replying. We appreciate that. So, Laura, go ahead and share with us our trivia from yesterday.
We've had such wonderful trivia questions for the entirety of the launch party. So, yesterday's trivia question was how many prints in your printed paper packs? Like, how many different types of prints can you get? So we know that we have the Through the Years pack, which offers 12 different designs, and of course they're double-sided, so 24. And then you've got 6 different packs that are 6 pages, so they have 12 prints on either. Anyway, the answer is 96. So if you count front and back of all of the packs of pattern paper, you could get 96 different patterns. And I just, again, want to give a shout out to our designers because they design every single one of those and they're just magical. So just like our designer, Kara, who did the Get Well ATS, she's marvelous. So we want to thank her very much for her creativity and all 96 of those pattern papers.
Absolutely fell in love with each and every one of them.
Yes.
Yes.
So our question for tomorrow, since we used some liquid color, let's get back into the colors a little bit. And I'm sure you all know the answer to this question. How many different colors does FSJ offer? Now, of course, that we've added 6 from the Good Life collection. So what are the total number of colors that you could get from our catalog?
Well, you gave a hint. There's more than 6.
There's more than 6. There are definitely more than 6. I would hope so,
okay.
Yes.
If my numbers serve me, my math serves me well, there's more than 6. Okay.
There we go. So we'll find out tomorrow.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Laura, for sharing that little trivia with us and start putting in your answers there just for the fun of it, right? Because we're all having a fun time with our catalog launch party. We hope that you enjoyed our time together today, and we really hope that you come back tomorrow to visit us and see what we have planned to create. Who's going to be creating with us tomorrow?
Me.
Make sure to tune in.
Make sure
you're creating.
It's going to be fun. Thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye, everyone.